Middle. Aubrey with another touch. She's going to have one. Get it over. Keeps it alive. Madison Thompson with the set. Tessa with the spike.
Isabel thinks about it. And she's going to take a hit. No problem. What a find.
Tonight, can the Lady Tigers break the slump, or will the Lady Colonels extend their streak to 14 straight? Welcome to Breck Live in the Tiger Arena. I'm John Smith, joined by Cameron Shaw tonight to bring you all the action from this second region versus third region clash. Cameron, we know the Lady Colonels have been on fire so far. They've been completely dangerous from deep, 43% from three. How can the Lady Tigers stop this explosive team?
First off, I'd just like to say thanks for having me tonight. Very different environment than the boys' game, but going right into this, Breck's going to need to be full force tonight against Henderson, against these straight athletes. This is a big team, very big team. Breckinridge County, we're known for we need to be a strong starting team and also a strong finishing team. Against Hancock County last week, started getting a little bit slow. We started settling down a bit, and that's not what needs to happen if we do get up in this game early on.
And we've seen that more than a couple times. The last few games, averaging under 50 points a game over the last 6. And we've seen pretty slow starts, followed by solid second quarters. And then we're seeing third and fourth quarters where it seems more like we're trying to hold on rather than extend a lead. And that has really been costly. 2 and 4 in the last 6. It's been a real slump for the Lady Tigers. And how are the Lady Tigers going to be able to turn that all around on offense?
I mean, full on right now. Going to have to get a ball movement around, get some more girls shooting around. Don't need to rely too much on Isabel if she's coming off of that surgery, but we need to definitely get Cassidy McDaniel, Sydney Tucker, and Natalie Tabor as open as we can to get some shots off. Definitely going to have to be on the lookout for number 30, Emily Hope, though. What a remarkable player so far that we've seen of her.
Absolutely remarkable. Recently winning second region player of the year, as well as playing at Oakland City University in southwestern Indiana, continuing next year. She's a senior, and she's a guard. Just recently broke the 1,500 mark for scoring as well, and that is a lot of points, especially for a program like Henderson County with 14 regional titles.
Yeah, right now she's averaging 20 points per game, which is quite a big margin from the rest of her team. Next up behind her is going to be number 21, Gracie Risley, with 9 points per game. And looking at Breckinridge County, Isabel Grimes still leading us with 15 points per game. Aaliyah Muckerfall behind by 12. And we're really a lot more average team. A lot more girls are going to have a little bit higher points per game percentage than Henderson County's variety.
It's really been spread out scoring this year. But going back to the recent slumps towards the end of games, in the fourth quarter of the last 3 games, the Lady Tigers have been outscored by a combined margin of 51-31, and that is just not good enough to close out, especially if you have regional ambitions at least. And this late in the season, going to have to find a way to turn that around.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to be looking into the district championship, hoping to get back to the regions, they're going to be going up against Hancock County, who they defeated last week at Hancock, and most likely going to be a win. I'm not going to say that right off the bat. Hancock County did put up a fight towards the end. But if we do see Breck versus Meade, hopefully it's going to be a little bit of a change. Kendall Wingler brought the full force last 2 times that we saw them face off against each other. Yes, that is, as she always does.
For Henderson County as well. Their head coach, Jeff Hale, all-time current coaches, all-time leader in wins at 745 with 224 losses over 34 seasons, and that is phenomenal and just simply unmatched.
I mean, that's crazy. Bringing on to their record this year of 18-6. Breckinridge County, Chad Moorman, this is his 4th season here, and he's 80-40, and so far this season they're 19-7, so got a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, that what 30 years will do, I guess. But another thing of value here, Henderson County in the last 13 games, which they've won all 13, they've averaged 62 points per game and only give up 35 points per game in that span, while the Lady Tigers are yet to win when the opponent scores over 60 points per game this year.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go ahead and send you over to our sponsors.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor, and that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you, and online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
Here at Breck Live, we have space for commercials. This ad could have been yours.
But instead, you can watch us eat for the remaining time of this commercial.
Being a Breck Live broadcaster and seeing all these players, I realize now that I wish I could dunk.
Whoa. Whoa.
If you would like to advertise for Breck Live, your wish is our command.
And we welcome you back here with just about 2.5 to go until we get into this action. And Cameron, as you mentioned earlier, Gracie Risley, second leading scorer on the team. And we know she is terrifying from beyond the arc.
Yes, she had 24 points against Webster County earlier this year on 7 3-point field goals made. And then 30 points against Hopkinsville with 8 3-point field goals made. That's insane. That is insane. She's right now averaging 44.6% from the 3-point field goal. I mean, what more can you ask for?
And to put that into even more perspective about just how widespread this team has in options of scoring, she's only averaging 9 points a game, and she scored 30 multiple times. That's going to be hard to stop for any team.
I mean, and then you look at number 20, Caitlin Kemp. She led all scorers with 16 in their win over Owensboro Catholic yesterday. And Owensboro Catholic, that's one of the top teams in the third region for girls basketball.
Yeah, regional champions last year for the third region, and that game yesterday at Owensboro Catholic, and Henderson County showing no problems out of that one, winning 62-42 in convincing fashion. They are 5-0 this year against the third region, 2 wins over Apollo, a win over Muhlenberg, a win over Owensboro, as well as that win over Owensboro Catholic. Apollo was actually their opener on the year. At Apollo, they were able to get work done. 71-41 was the final, and Emily Hope, who you mentioned earlier, had 30.
I mean, that's crazy. But then again, last night against Owensboro Catholic, she only had 10 points. So a little bit change of scenery last night, but they still got the win over Owensboro Catholic. And I'm just worried if Emily Hope's ready to come out and play tonight.
She can get the job done.
Yes, she can. She can get the job done. Now, if we look at something that happened roughly 20 minutes ago, the JV game, I want to see the same energy from those girls out of here, because that was a remarkable game.
That was a big finish. Skylar Tucker finished the game off with a buzzer-beating layup.
Yes.
And a really tight battle throughout the entire game. Lady Tigers led really deep into that one, but Henderson County able to tie it, but not enough in the end. And a big game from Skylar there.
Yes, yes.
I believe we're just about to get into the lineups here, and we're going to go ahead and send you to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, prior to tonight's starting lineups, may I direct your attention to center court for a brief presentation. On January 10th, 2020, a game against Frederick Frace High School, BCHS sophomore Isabel Grimes became the 13th player in BCHS Lady Tiger history to score her 1,000th career point. Congratulations, Isabel. Now join me for tonight's starting lineups. First, for our visitors from Henderson County High School. At guard, number 15, Sadie Worth. At guard, number 20, Caitlin Kemp. At guard, number 21, Gracie Risley. At guard, number 30, Emily Hope. And at forward, number 23, Jocelyn Spalding. And now, for your Lady Tigers of Breckenridge County. At guard, number 11, Isabel Grimes. At guard, number 12, Cassidy McDaniel. At guard, number 14, Sydney Tucker. At guard, number 24, Natalie Tabor. And at forward, number 22, Aaliyah Mucker.
And there are the lineups for the night. For Henderson, it's Hope, Worth, Risley, Kemp, and Spalding. And for the Lady Tigers, it's what we've gotten used to: Mucker, Grimes, Tabor, Tucker, and McDaniel.
Yeah, I tell you, John, I'm excited for this one. I haven't gotten the privilege to commentate a Lady Tigers game this year. It's definitely a big one against Henderson County.
And you came to arguably the toughest opponent on the year. And Aaliyah is going to win the tip here, as Isabel's going to come away with it on the left side here. She's going to take it up to the top. And she's going to work it out here. Gets it to Natalie on the left wing. She's going to get a pick here from Sydney. Drags it out back up to Isabel on the right side. Takes it to her left. Kicks it out. Sydney in the corner. We know she can knock him down from there. Gets it to Cassidy. Back up to Isabel at the top of the key. And so far, nothing given from Henderson County, as I think we would expect.
Almost a rip there.
Natalie takes it across to Cassidy. She's going to drag it back out, and no space to do anything in the middle of the paint there, as Isabel back at the top of the key about 40 seconds in.
And off to Aaliyah Mucker. She's
Aaliyah.
going to... No good, but Natalie Tabor gets the ball, goes in for the layup, misses.
Sydney fights for it, but it does in the hands of Hope, who's going to kick this one out here.
Kemp now with the ball. Now it's passed off. Kemp back with it. Finds Worth.
Worth, very good. Transferred from Webster County, who's arguably biggest rival of Henderson County. Played them 4 times last year. Won the regional tournament over Webster County, Henderson County did, as well as the district tournament. So a lot of hearts broken for Webster County.
Yeah, not to mention she's 52% from the field. And there goes Emily Hope for the first points of the game.
And not the highest percentage shooter on the team, but certainly the best scorer. Here's Aaliyah quickly breaking the press, pulls up mid-range, long rebound by Sydney. She holds on to it, gets it in, tries to find Isabel, who's just going to drag this all the way back up.
Time to restart and reset everything. Tigers going for a little bit slower pace so far.
Yeah, not a lot given so far from Henderson County, really clogging it down. Natalie looks and just going to give this up to Isabel. 3-0 after about 2 minutes here, and we're seeing some very solid defenses.
Aaliyah Mucker finds Cassidy McDaniel up top. Natalie Tabor with the ball. Goes for the 3. Doesn't get it, though. Rebounded by Sydney Tucker.
Just long there from Natalie. Isabel with a chance to get around. Over Kemp, puts it up and in.
3-2 now. 5:40.
And Isabel, who you heard there, breaking the 1,000-point record. That one coming against Cloverport, I believe.
Yes, it was. Now Emily Hope is with the ball.
Hope. Absolutely terrifying anytime she's going to touch the ball tonight. Into the hands of Worth. Back over to Hope. Hands in her face all over the perimeter here. Into the hands now of Risley. Back over Hope to Worth. 3 on the way here from Risley is good.
2 for 2 now.
That's what they do. They knock down threes.
Definitely going to have to see this defense moving for the Lady Tigers.
Here's Sydney. Gets it out to Isabel, who takes it with her left. Going to drag it out, take it right. Kick out to Sydney, and batted out of bounds by Hope.
Yeah, I noticed down there, Cassie McDaniel is wide open. Defense broke off of her. Should have had a quick pass. Need to be looking around the court a little bit more, having some better vision.
Hope, as we know, would not be a surprise if she dropped 30 tonight.
It would not be a surprise.
Here's Cassidy on the right side. She drags it out, finds Natalie on the cut, who kicks it out to Isabel. Open 3 is on the way, gonna end up coming to right. And a chase down between Kemp and Sydney's gonna end up going off of Kemp there, and the Lady Tigers are gonna get the basketball back here.
So a little bit of change of scenery. Let's reset now, get a good start going. 6-2, 4-point differential, 2-possession ball game.
Henderson County giving nothing right now to the Lady Tigers. And we're about halfway through this first quarter, believe it or not, and it's 6-2 here still as Aaliyah is able to draw the foul. That one going to go against, I believe it'll be going against Spalding.
I believe so.
Fouls on Henderson County's number 23, Jocelyn Spalding, her first, team first.
This will send Aaliyah to the line, first person on the night, and she knocks it down, 79% on the year.
And she makes the second one as well.
Able to knock down both, able to not even hit the rim on both.
Worth is going to have the ball now. Finds Hope.
Very interesting.
Good ball moving there, and it's...
Oh! And what looked like a good block from Aaliyah there, but contact down low.
That was some pretty good find there by Henderson County. Tigers defense on the press left them wide open down low.
Very quick to react on the pass, but we're going to see Kemp at the line, a 58% shooter.
She makes first. Yeah, Kemp's only averaging around 5 points per game, but I've already seen her drain a 3 and make this free throw. Let's see if she makes another one. And there's her 5th point for the game.
She knocks down 2 as Aaliyah, the person who sent her to the line, also knocks down 2, and Henderson County quickly in their press. Cassidy to Natalie. The Lady Tigers haven't had much trouble with the press, but able to get across here as well. Here's Natalie on the right. She's going to drive it in, trying to work against Spalding. Out to Isabel. She thinks about the 3, but good defense there from Hope it was.
Natalie Tabor with the ball now in the corner. Pull-up jumper, and gets it.
Rolls in the long 2 there. And a nice finish to pull the Lady Tigers back within one possession here.
Yeah, very competitive by the Lady Tigers right now. Hopefully this doesn't change later on into the game. We know they normally have pretty good starts.
Here's Spalding out to Worth, who finds Kemp, drags it all the way in, puts it up and in.
Goal by Caitlin Kemp.
And a nice finish there from Kemp to push this back out to a 4-point game. Here's Aaliyah on the double team to Natalie. She's going to take it, trying to get across half court into the hands of Isabel here on the left side, working against Kemp here.
Now 3 minutes to go, 10-6, 2-possession ball game.
Here's Natalie looking for the cut from Sydney. He's going to find Aaliyah. Aaliyah's going to take it to her left. Great help defense by Hope there, and it's going to result in a walk on Aaliyah.
Just bobbled it a little bit there. Good defense on Henderson County. Still 10-6. Breckinridge County hasn't been able to power through the defense like we hoped that they would, but given time, they're going to be able to find some breaks.
Here's Kemp to Worth. Out to Hope. 3 on the way. Nothing but net again. And a big triple there from Hope. And just what we'd expect. Gonna have to shut down every three-point shooter tonight.
That's right. Isabel Grimes driving very quickly and gets fouled by Kemp.
Nice work there to pull off the foul there. And Isabel
Henderson County's number 20, Caitlin Kemp, her first team in seconds.
now gonna take it to the basket here. Looking for Natalie, and she finds her. Natalie gonna take a second here to drag it back out to the top of the key. Natalie to the left. Out to Aaliyah. Great defense pushing out by Spalding. Great cut by Cassidy, though. Tries to get it away from Hope. It's going to end in the hands of Aaliyah, and a jump ball is going to be called here. And I believe that one's going to be going back to Henderson.
Yes, it will.
And so far, as strong as Henderson County is offensively, we're seeing extraordinary effort defensively as well.
Yes, we are. It's only a 7-point game. Henderson County able to get a lot of stops on the Lady Tigers so far as Worth has the ball.
We're seeing Emily Hope really get into some spaces defensively, stopping a lot of drives.
So far it's the Hope Kemp show right now. And Kemp has the ball. Jumper. Doesn't get it this time.
And Aaliyah looks to come away with the rebound, and she's going to draw the foul. That one going to go against Risley there.
Aaliyah Mucker, a very aggressive player, averaging 12 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, one of our top rebounders down low.
She's an excellent rebounder for a team that doesn't rebound all that often. A lot of the Lady Tigers' possessions are gained off just steals, averaging north of 14 a game at one point in the year, but in recent games we've seen the offense struggle, and a lot of that's come from a fewer number of steals per game, as Aaliyah unable to finish here. Another 3 from Hope. And what can you say about that timeout from the Lady Tigers?
Yeah, Breckinridge County, they don't seem very confident offensively in their skills right now. They start to make drives but then pull right back whenever they think that they might have a chance. I mean, take some chances. You don't know what you're going to get. Down by 10, you're going to have to take some chances. You're not going to be super careful against a team that's pulling threes up in your face.
Yeah, Emily Hope, we know, 3 for 3 on the night, I believe, from 3.
That is correct, and Kemp 2 for 2. Definitely one of the most range shooting teams that the Tigers have faced against this season.
Yes, almost certainly, as we mentioned earlier, undefeated against the 3rd region. And the Lady Tigers are going to play Owensboro Catholic on Friday for senior night. But we saw what Henderson County was able to do to Owensboro Catholic just 24 hours ago.
Yeah, that's senior night. It's going to be very competitive. Very competitive night for the Lady Tigers to come and try to get a win for their senior, Natalie Tabor.
Yes, the lone senior on the squad.
Compared to the boys Fighting Tigers with 4 seniors. As Isabel will get the ball.
She's going to have it one-on-one here against Kemp. Takes it at her, changes speeds here, and just drags it up to the top of the key again.
Finds Natalie.
Natalie looks, and a foul going to be drawn here. That's going to be the second on Spalding, I believe.
Now we're seeing Spalding against Aaliyah Mucker.
And we're going to see Makaira Dixon come in for Spalding, it looks like. I believe earlier caught the nickname Slim from her.
Yeah, she's only averaging roughly 2 points per game. Definitely going to have to see what contribution she's going to have.
Here's Isabel now. And you mentioned the points per game, but I think with this team, it wouldn't surprise me if any of them were able to go put up 15.
Oh, no, without a doubt.
And Isabel's able to draw the foul here up against Dixon. That'll be her first of the game, and the fifth against Henderson County.
Cassie McDaniel's going to be inbounding the ball.
Definitely interesting there. Usually Natalie we see the one taking it out. But off the leg here of Isabel and back to Henderson County.
Good defense on Kemp there. Very aggressive on Isabel Grimes. Hard to see that very often, somebody stopping Isabel.
That's definitely not something that happens often.
Skylar Tucker, big JV game, comes in for Cassie McDaniel right now.
Quite the game she had indeed. She's been playing really well in recent games. Here now in the hands of Kemp. Corner again. Finally Hope misses from three. And Isabel quickly trying to get things away on the outlet from Skylar. Dribbles it off her leg though. And a foul going to go against Sydney there. Going all the way over Kemp there. Trying to crash that trying to catch that loose ball.
These Tucker twins, they are very, very aggressive on the court.
They have absolutely no fear. Will absolutely put everything out there.
And Cassie McDaniel is going to be coming in for Isabel Grimes right now. Give her a good breather and let her come back out strong in the second quarter.
And now we're going to see Worth here. Henderson County likely to hold for last shot, it looks like. As Worth just going to sit on here at the top of the circle.
Got 10 seconds now. Hubbard, jumper, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Aaliyah Mucker. 5 seconds left if she wants to get something off.
Aaliyah out to Natalie. A chance at the buzzer, and no good. Off the backboard. And at the end of the first quarter, the Lady Tigers trailing 16-6 on quite the three-point barrage early.
Haven't seen a lot of scoring in a couple minutes. Hopefully, let's see how this second quarter is going to come out and how strong they're all going to be.
And we're going to go ahead and send you over to our sponsors.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor. And that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you. And online at wrightimp.com.
And we welcome you back here to the second quarter of action. And Cameron, we saw quite the three-point shooting display there from Henderson County.
Emily Hope is 3 for 4 right now. Kemp 2 for 2. Just a very big shooting team. I mean, this is crazy to watch right now as Natalie Tabor inbounds with the Cassie McDaniel, also a big shooter for the team. We haven't got to see much of Cassie McDaniel yet, not as much as I would like to see.
She struggled to find her shot in recent games. Really did well against Grayson County specifically. Had 23 and knocked down 5 threes, I believe, in that one. But a turnover here early, and interesting thing to note, Isabel not starting in the second quarter.
Yeah, she's coming off of a back injury about a week or two ago. Kind of a slow start coming back with her, but she's definitely going to have to make some changes going into the district tournament.
And jump ball going to be called here between Dixon and I believe it was Sydney, and that was going to stay with Henderson County.
So still 16-6, 10-point differential.
To inbound, it looks like it's going to be Worth here. Gets it into the corner in the hands of Hope. Drags it out. This one in the hands of Kemp. On that left side.
Worth is now guarded by Natalie Tabor.
And his team totally content with sitting on the outside by that perimeter.
Worth has the ball. Worth pull up 3, gets it.
And Worth, the highest percentage of their three-point shooters, over 46%. And my goodness, they are not even hitting the rim so far. And there's a foul called here. That one going to put the Lady Tigers within one of the bonus. That foul going up against Hope, I believe it was.
And here comes Isabel Grimes in for Sydney Tucker.
And And Isabel coming in as the press is put up here by Henderson County. Natalie gets it into Aaliyah. Triple team nearly. Isabel takes it up the middle. Tries to get around Hope. Kicks it out to Skylar here. And Skylar knocks down the mid-range jumper on the baseline.
19-8.
And a crucial basket there as the Lady Tigers are able to keep this within striking distance.
Needed some stop. Hadn't scored in quite a few minutes. Worth now with the ball.
That Worth, Hope, and Risley three-point combination, all shooting over 45%. That is very hard to guard. Inside here is Dixon, no good. And jump ball, this one's going to go to the Lady Tigers now.
Yeah, compared to Henderson County, Isabel Grimes, 40% from the field. Aaliyah Mucker, 43%. Natalie Tabers, 26%. Needs to be one of our better shooters, but she hasn't had a super successful season so far as Isabel's driving forward.
And a nice finish there from Isabel.
Heavily contested, but got the shot off and finished good.
And now the ball in the hands of Kemp, who gets it in now to Hubbard, who we saw take that last shot for
Hope. Doesn't have enough hope, though.
There's Natalie on the rebound. Hope moves to 3 for 5 on the night from 3. Natalie to Aaliyah. The Lady Tigers have cut this under 10 now. Aaliyah trying to take it all the way in. Dixon going to knock it out of her hands, into the hands of Isabel now. She thinks about it. Up against Kemp, and she's going to nearly turn this one over. And it's Emily Hope there, the quickest to react, but makes its way out of bounds.
Not a very good look from Isabel to Cassidy there. Needs to find some better openings if they want to get some better ball movement going. Isabel's going to have the ball now with 19-10 now. 3-possession ball game with 5 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Isabel on the left gets the pick from Aaliyah. Still working with space. Kicks it out. Great recovery from this Henderson County team. Cassidy tries a 3, knocks it down. And a big triple there from Cassidy. And a quick 7-0 run for the Lady Tigers, and timeout called here, 30 seconds.
Yeah, Breckinridge County always very impressive second quarters, and they're definitely showing it right now, 19-13. Only a 2-possession ball game. Was looking pretty bad at the beginning of this second quarter, but the Lady Tigers have managed to get their heads up and get some really good defense going to get some great stops against Emily Hope and the other players.
If Breckinridge County is going to win this game on the current trends that we know they have been playing as, they are going to have a monster second quarter because we have seen some third and fourth quarters just not go the Lady Tigers' way.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how this one goes. They're at home. Right now, the Lady Tigers are 10-1 at home this season. I believe the only loss was against Meade County earlier in the year, which was a very, very tough loss. Kendall Wingler came out and really just showed what she can do.
Kendall Wingler, like Emily Hope, able to put up 30 at will. And here she is with the ball, and she gives it back to Worth. And we see the Lady Tigers back into a 2-3 matchup, most likely, into the hands here of Hope. Inside to Hubbard, who kicks it back up to Hope.
And Hope now back to, couldn't tell who that was.
Risley, who knocked down the 3.
Everybody's shooting around now.
45% on the year from 3, Risley. Of course, that's the player that hit 8 in a game and then 7 in a game. She's had her own 30-point performances on the year. Here's Isabel now, working against Kemp. Drags it back. She's going to take a hit, but stays in the hands here of Henderson County. Worth all the way down.
Hubbard now with the ball.
Hubbard looking.
Gets it out to Worth, the 3, and she gets it.
And Henderson County absolutely on fire so far. But I guess this is what they're accustomed to for sure.
Well, Lady Tigers are down by 2 possessions, and now it's 25-13 down by 12. As Cassie Medina's going to go up. She gets the foul. Doesn't get the shot, though. Cassie McDaniel's a very big shooter for the Lady Tigers. She's averaging 40% from the field and 30% from the field goal.
As well as
three-point field goal, apologies.
As well as highest from the free throw line, 83%. And that one looked very nice. But yeah, as you mentioned, three-pointers can definitely change a game, and
yes, it can.
2-possession game up to a 12-point game. That is big, massive momentum shift.
as Lily Critchlow is in now, Cassie McDaniel's out, and Sydney Tucker's back in. And Worth is going to have to control the ball. Main ball handler, it appears, for Henderson County.
And interesting to see the zone for the Lady Tigers with a team of three-point shooting quality as Henderson County.
Kemp over to Risley. She gets it.
And Risley knocks down another triple. And this team, man.
It's hard to watch. You just can't take your eyes off of it, though.
Quite impressive from beyond the arc.
Natalie Tabor with the ball.
Natalie gets the pick from Aaliyah. She's going to take it left into the paint out to Aaliyah here, who's going to step back mid-range. That one long. Ends into the hands of Worth, who looks, kicks it out. And a lot of space there.
Kim doesn't get it. Aaliyah Mucker with the rebound. She's driving. Finds Isabel.
Isabel takes it right. Got to take it all the way in, and she's going to draw the foul.
Wow, great defense by Henderson County to close off any gaps, not allowing Breckenridge County to drive in whatsoever.
They've been doing that all game long, and even in transition, nothing for the Lady Tigers.
Mallory Veal is going to be set to come in shortly. She's 33% from three-point field goal. Another pretty big shooter out here.
And it's going to come in for the biggest of shooters, Emily Hope. And as Isabel knocked down the first one, 5 for 5 from the line of the Lady Tigers. She is 68% on the year. And she's going to knock down the second, 6 for 6 now on the night.
Down by 11. Saw this at the beginning of the second quarter.
Kemp here. Into the hands of Risley here. Back up to Kemp. And the Lady Tigers, with Hope out, definitely need to try and get a couple of stops.
Veal was open there. Didn't take the shot, as Risley has it now.
And we're seeing this team shift back into man-to-man for the Lady Tigers. Definitely more favorable with a team that can shoot lights out like we are seeing from this Henderson County team.
Risley guarded by Natalie Tabor. Worth.
Great shutdown from Aaliyah there. Kicked back out to Kemp, guarded by Natalie. Kemp drags it out.
Worth. Talk about driving in.
Great defense right now from the Lady Tigers, man-to-man. But a
Hubbard.
good find inside, and Sydney forced a foul on Veal there it was.
Good pass over to Veal. Nice side of the court. 28-17. Just over 2 minutes to go. Breckenridge County going to have to get a stop here, or they're going to have a lot more to work with in the second half.
Veal on the year, that her 10th free throw, 9 for 10 on the year, now at 90%. Her second attempt.
She gets it this time.
Just as good, and so far 10 for 10 from the line for both teams combined so far.
Cassie McDaniel back in for Sydney Tucker.
And Isabella take it here, 13-point disadvantage to work against.
Slow tempo now for the Tigers, trying to set something up, get some shooters open.
We know the Lady Tigers are 0-3 when teams score 60 or more points, and right now Henderson County well on their way as Isabel turns that one over there.
Yeah, Breckenridge County not looking like they have their heads in the game right now. Gonna have to find something to get them motivated.
And here's Worth to Risley. Risley was already knocked down a handful.
Risley gets it back out to Worth.
Who's also knocked down a handful of threes.
Hubbard now with the ball.
Hubbard thinks about it. She's going to pull up mid-range. No good.
Veal with the rebound. Loses it, but gets it back over to Kemp.
And Kemp no good. Cassidy here with the rebound. She's going to get it up the court. Kicked out to Natalie. She thinks about it. Kicks it out to Aaliyah. And here to Isabel. And I think something very interesting about this Henderson County team, not an outstanding rebounding team.
No.
About the same as Breckenridge County, which is a very low number.
As Isabel misses the layup there.
They're not really dominant inside. We're seeing where they make their money, and it is just exclusively three-point shots.
That'll be a walk on Kemp as she didn't get her foot set. Breckenridge County has the ball now on that Henderson County turnover. Skylar Tucker in for Lily Critchlow with just over a minute to go.
We're going to see Cassidy here at the point. Seen her there a lot this year, especially in Isabel's absence.
Yeah, and what a remarkable player she turned out to be. Having a couple 20-plus point games within Isabel's absence.
And we're seeing Skyler and I believe it was Kemp there getting to a little bit of a...
Isabel, corner three, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Hubbard now.
Hubbard 3-on-2.
Nice stop by Skyler.
And a great recovery there from Skyler into the hands of Risley here.
Worth with the ball up against Cassie McDaniel. 45 seconds.
13-point edge right now for Henderson County.
Kemp now with the ball. Gets it to Hubbard. Good movement. Risley. It's Hubbard.
Risley again here. And Isabel trying to swarm her.
Nice swat by Skyler.
Skyler's going to go to the line now. 23.5 to go until halftime. Skyler on the year, 42% from the free throw line. And this will send her to 1-1, I believe, on the 19th foul.
Yeah, Skyler from the free throw. Sometimes the nerves will get to you. She failed to convert in that high pressure situation Saturday night against Grayson County from the free throw line, but was able to come back and have a pretty good game against Hancock County. Hopefully a good game here.
And big free throw there. And you mentioned that Grayson County game. Had a layup with a chance to tie the game. Got fouled on her own rebound, and it was a heartbreaker. But here she's able to convert twice, and the Lady Tigers moved 8 for 8 from the line. Caroline Lucas in the game now. Here's Worth, who's able to break everyone. 3 on the way here. Well off the mark. I believe that one from Veal, and still will stay with Henderson County with 12 seconds to go. And a quick shot there taken from Henderson County. Interesting to see in these final 20 or so seconds.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Worth, she's got some speed on her and very good ball handling. She's just able to go right around the Lady Tiger defense.
She's proven to be extremely good and extremely quick, but also insane shooter, as is a lot of this team. And Aaliyah here, big steal in the final 10 seconds. She's going to take it all the way in, drags it back out. About 7 seconds to go.
Blocked.
And it's going to end in the hands of Worth here. A chance to take the last shot. And she's not going to be able to get it up in time, but nearly gets the finish over Caroline. And that will send us to halftime. The Lady Tigers trailing the Lady Colonels of Henderson County 30-19. And we're now going to go ahead and send you over to our sponsors.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor. And that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you. And online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
Here at Breck Live, we have space for commercials. This ad could have been yours.
But instead, you can watch us eat for the remaining time of this commercial.
being a Breck Live broadcaster and seeing all of these players, I realize now that I wish I could dunk. Whoa. If you would like to advertise for Breck Live, your wish is our command.
We now welcome you back to Tiger Arena, and about 5 minutes until we get into the second half. And Cameron, what we saw there was a three-point shooting barrage from Henderson County.
It was quite something to watch, and it wasn't just one player doing it all. It was not just Emily Hope who had a big influence, but we saw Gracie Risley, I believe. Kemp, Worth had a couple of shots out there. I mean, they're all just. They're just taking their own turn, their turn. It's just rotation right now.
We know very well that they are extraordinarily good at that. Only hit 5 yesterday against Owensboro Catholic, but in games before that, 13 for 28 against South Warren, 11 for 23 against Webster County, and 8 for 16 against Muhlenberg County. Those are extraordinary three-point shooting performances, and tonight they might have even bested that.
I mean, it's possible. I believe they're on their way to something big right now, 30-19, but Breckinridge County's still hanging in there. They've been able to get a couple stops and come back to bring the scoring within just a little bit. But some of this that might have an impact is probably the environment around them. Henderson County, their fan base has shown out tonight. Breckinridge County, as you probably see on the cameras, it's not nearly as much as one would think with Henderson. Nearly almost 2 hours away from here. They all came out and with the big money bleacher chairs.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of bleacher chairs that were worthy of mention today.
Some that I've never even seen before. Like they're thrones, basically.
But yeah, you mentioned their fan base. Henderson County, 14-time regional champions in their region. They have just quite the legacy built.
Yeah.
Of course, their head coach, current reigning all-time leader in wins, who is currently coaching, I believe, current holder, retired last year. So no doubt this team is known for their quality over time and their improvement as years have gone by. They won their region last year with only, I believe it was 18 wins, 18-9. And when that's considered a down year, you've got quite the system being built.
I mean, it's crazy. And it's not just this Lady Tigers, or not Tigers, I'm sorry. This Henderson County Lady team, it's all of their sports, really. They're such a big school. I believe you said, 1,200 students
about
roughly?
1,900.
1,900.
Very large,
very big difference to what I said. But it's not just this sport. I know their baseball team, they got a big program. Football team, definitely another big program. It's just a well-rounded school.
They got a little bit of everything there.
They do.
Certainly going to be home late tonight, though. At least 2 hours
As
to
we
get back.
got roughly 3 minutes to go until the third quarter and the second half begins. Definitely expecting the Lady Tigers to come out full energy, full force to bring it on these Henderson County players.
One of the big factors that's kept the Lady Tigers in it, 8 for 8 from the free throw line, and when you factored in only 5 field goals, 1 3, and 8 free throws makes up the 19. And as for Henderson County, 30 points, tons of threes as we expect. And wouldn't be surprised if that continues. Certainly a big thing to mention, on 30 points at halftime, the Lady Tigers against teams that have scored 60 or more in a game are 0-3. And definitely sort of the big go-to, the mark. Keep them under 60 if you want to win the game.
Yeah, and as we've noticed from the Henderson County players, they foul a lot more than Breckinridge County does. I don't know if that means that they're being way more aggressive or that we're being too not aggressive enough, but I want to see the Lady Tigers come out, like I said, full force. I want to see more fouls. I mean,
yeah.
You don't normally want to say that, but that just means that we're being more aggressive and wanting to take charge.
The Lady Tigers have been extremely good in comparison to Henderson County in terms of getting the ball inside. But Henderson County, I think they know their strengths, and they know their strengths are not specifically getting the ball inside. And they're making sure the Lady Tigers could not take advantage of that.
Yeah, we've seen that earlier on. They weren't able to finish a couple of shots that they probably should have been able to finish, but we know the Lady Tigers can do that on their end. Just haven't gotten the right chances yet. They haven't taken enough chances, if you ask me. They start to drive, but Henderson County's been able to stop them almost every single time. Going to have to find ways to pass around that defense. Haven't had good enough ball movement yet.
We've seen Isabel plenty of times be getting into the space in the lane and then forced to drag it all the way back out. And we've seen that more than a couple times. A lot of picks being not even hedged, but just guarded so well that you can't even break in and no back cut's able to open up for them. And Henderson County, that's how you become a great team. And it's just those little things like that, and they add up.
Yeah, and they definitely know what they're doing. They haven't allowed Cassie McDaniel another shot off since her 3 at the beginning of the game. I don't know if they know that's because she has ice in her veins or what, but I want to see more of Cassidy shooting.
Cassidy, a phenomenal three-point shooter, has a low percentage on the year from 3. Well, not really low, but about 30%. Pretty good for this level.
Yeah.
But
I mean, compared to Henderson County, I mean, that's pitiful.
Well, yeah, for their operation, I guess you would say. They are phenomenal at getting open. Cassidy's percentage in recent games has gone up big time, though.
Very big, very big. She's just a remarkable player. I know I've said that before, but truly a great player, and definitely going to have something next year as a senior, big leader on the team.
And with that, we are just about to go into the second half of action, and it's going to be Worth to get it in and into the hands, interestingly, of Hope, who, scary there, nearly took on another 3. Worth into the hands of Kemp, though. And the Lady Tigers not back in a zone, fortunately, it looks like.
Thank goodness. I'm sorry. I do not like Breckinridge County zone defense.
It's definitely not against this offense, and Worth misses the 3, tapped away from Sydney there into the hands of Natalie, the lone senior on the team, going to take it up the court.
This could mean a difference for Breckinridge County. They need to make a big push right here.
Here's Isabel here, into the hands of Natalie. Out Isabel. She's going to try the second 3 for the Lady Tigers. That one going to go up short. And into the hands of Hope.
Yeah, Isabel's 38% for three-point field goals, but it hasn't looked not good at all this game yet. Kemp with the ball.
Kemp takes it left, puts it up short. Aaliyah, big rebound to Isabel. Quickly on the break from the outlet pass. She's going to go up against Hope, puts up the mid-range jumper long. Tapped her way into the hands of Natalie, though, and she takes one dribble too many into the hands of Kemp here. Isabel, big hit there on
Hope
Kemp.
Gets it right over Breckinridge County defense. Wow.
No
all of her
surprise
shots
there.
have been contested.
And I believe that's her 4th on the night. Would not be surprised if there's more.
Cassie McDaniel with the ball up top. Finds Natalie, who gets it over to Isabel.
Isabel taking it in.
Nice pass, but it's blocked.
And
oh, my.
Not something you see often. Sydney blocked away there by Kemp. And Kemp kicks it out to Hope. Back up Worth. Great
Good
feed
ball
inside.
movement.
Three there is no good from Kemp, and Sydney tracks it down, but tips it out of bounds. And that question has or that inbound save there, certainly a question on the Breckenridge County bench.
I don't know. Yeah, Spalding couldn't grasp that pass. It was almost too strong as she falls down. Not sure what happened there. Worth with the ball. Pull up three. Doesn't get it though. Kemp, rebound finish.
And she's going to draw the foul there. Then we're going to go against Aaliyah. And if they're going to beat you on the offensive boards from three, it's going to be a tough night against Henderson County.
35-19, just 2 minutes in. As Kemp makes it.
And Kemp is 3 for 3 now, and Henderson County is 5 for 5 from the line.
Isabel Grimes with the ball. Bring it down the court.
Isabel middle of the court here.
Finds Aaliyah, who gets it to Cassidy. Thought about the three, didn't go though.
Here's Natalie now on the left side. She drops back, tries to change the speeds, but nothing there. We see Henderson County just swamping their defense.
A couple reckless turnovers by Breckenridge County in this game as Kemp goes under the basket, gets it.
Timeout, full timeout, forced to be called there from the Lady Tigers. Is
definitely something needed by Coach Mormon.
And to start the half, the Lady Tigers over 2.5 minutes yet to score, while Henderson County on an 8-0 run. Not the start.
It's tough right now. Big differential, almost down by 20 points.
And the Lady Tigers, we know in that second half in these last few games, it's not been good for them.
No, it hasn't.
And Henderson County is a team that is not ever going to let their foot off the gas.
Breckenridge County wants to get a good win so they can have a little bit of motivation going into the senior night game against Owensboro Catholic, which is going to be another very tough opponent.
And after that one, Hancock County, they'll play them on Monday night, I believe, the 26th, while
district tournament begins. It's tournament season.
A 2-3 game. And as for Henderson County, they're going to play their Webster Union County in their 3-district tournament.
Very small district. As Cassie McDaniel's going to have control of the ball now. She's bringing down the court. And she's going to dribble around now. Has an open lane almost. Finds Aaliyah.
Aaliyah looks here. Great find to Natalie, who's going to take it up. She's going to draw the foul.
Now 5 minutes to go.
On Henderson County's number 21, Gracie Risley, her second.
Second foul on Risley there. Natalie, 58% of the year. First is no good, and the first miss on the night from the Lady Tigers at the line. Desperately need to get some points on the board.
Skylar Tucker's coming in for Cassidy McDaniel.
We saw Skylar bring a lot of swagger and energy to the team late in that second half. Or late in that second quarter. And Natalie's unable to hit either. Into the hands of Worth now.
Skip pass over to Hope. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Kemp.
Kemp with her second offensive rebound this half.
Gets it out to Hope. Nice pass on the baseline.
Worth against Isabel to Kemp, who drags it up to the top of the key.
Worth now with the ball. Finds Risley. Gets it to Hubbard, or Spalding, apologies, and she's going to get the jumper.
And she gets the roll, and that'll push Henderson County up to 40 on the night and push that lead up to 21.
Isabel Grimes now with the ball. Switching up the ball handlers. And another bad turnover for Isabel Grimes.
See Isabel out of the game there. We saw one where she just kind of dribbled it out of bounds early in that first half.
40-19.
It's been a merciless third quarter so far. The Lady Tigers yet to get anything on the board, while Henderson able to put up 10 points already in a 21-point edge now. It started 11 in this half.
Hope has the ball. Risley's
looking. He's going to find Worth here.
Almost thought about the three. Great fake.
And wide open Worth, but no good. And tapped out of bounds. I believe that
should be Breckenridge County ball. That was off the head of Risley. Breckinridge County needs to get a stop right here. We know they're not too strong when it comes to fourth quarter gameplay.
They're going to have to get something going here. Still yet to score. Over halfway through the third quarter of play here. Natalie to Aaliyah, who's going to fire up a three and knocks it down. And a big triple there from Aaliyah, and she's able to pull this thing back within 20.
Breckinridge County trying to pull what Henderson's doing, contested threes, and it looked like it worked for us.
The Lady Tigers definitely need to get stops here. Too big of a deficit to be working against. Here's Hope a three.
Wide open.
And she cancels that triple out from Aaliyah just like that.
What a player.
Hope, quite the player indeed.
McDaniels finds Tabor.
And Natalie gonna walk here.
A little miscommunication between her and Sydney Tucker.
And nothing but frustration here from Coach Mormon on the sideline for the Lady Tigers.
Team's down by 21.
All the way down the lane.
Hope
drags it in.
Spalding now gets it out to Worth, and they're going to reset.
Worth sets him into a box. Out here, three on the way from Risley, and she knocks it down.
Oh, my goodness.
And Henderson County,
it's like,
can they miss?
Cassie McDaniel's going to be guarded by Kemp. Gets it to Natalie Tabor.
Gets the pick here from Skylar. She thinks about taking a left, but gets in the hands of Skylar anyways. Drags it out.
And another turnover from Breckinridge County, one of the big faults for this game. As that'll be out on Aaliyah Mucker.
That was Kemp there driving in. Aaliyah tapped it out of her hands, but it's going to stay with Henderson County.
Lily Critchlow is coming into the game for Cassidy McDaniel.
And in this third quarter so far, it seemed like all the wheels have fallen off for the Lady Tigers.
Risley gets it to Worth, who gets it to Kemp. Good ball movement. Hope in the corner. Doesn't get it this time.
Finally a miss here from Hope.
Lily Critchlow to Natalie Tabor, who's going to bring the ball down.
Natalie here, working against a pick here from Sydney.
Aaliyah now driving through. Jumper. Gets it.
And Aaliyah so far with the only 5 points of the half for the Lady Tigers. Under 2 minutes to go here till the fourth quarter.
The junior's going to have to try something to get her team motivated.
It's going to take a lot from the Lady Tigers if they're going to pull this out of the fire. Here's Kemp.
Risley.
Another three, this one long. Lily Critchlow going to take a big hit from Spalding, and that'll be her third on the night.
Spalding, as we've seen, a very aggressive player in the paint. And she's going to be coming out, and Hubbard's going to be coming in. As Natalie Tabor has the ball.
Natalie here, desperately looking to get something going. Missed a three early on in this game. Had a walk just a couple of moments ago.
Taking it slow with the 1 minute 20.
Skylar here takes it to her left. Puts it up and puts it in.
Contested layup. Nice job by Skylar Tucker.
Skylar, very nice finish indeed. Kemp.
Hubbard looking to respond. Now it's passed out to Worth. Almost had a good-looking drive going. Hope.
Hope here takes it left into the hands of Dixon. Up here to Risley. She's looking, just going to give it back to Kemp.
Dixon now in the corner. Gets it to Kemp.
Dixon, no three-point attempts on the year.
Hope with the ball.
Hope guarded by Aaliyah. 40 seconds to go, 20-point deficit.
And Aaliyah gets the steal.
And big steal. Can the Lady Tigers push it to under 20? Skylar going to take it all the way and knocked out of bounds by Henderson County.
No foul called on that drive.
And the Lady Tigers are going to get a chance on the inbound pass here in the final 30 seconds of action.
They brought it within 20. Natalie gets it to Aaliyah, who's driving through.
And Aaliyah, who's been the most reliable option here so far in this third quarter.
Is fouled by Dixon.
And that's going to send Aaliyah to the line for the second time tonight.
Very quick release shooter from the line.
And she knocks down her third of the night there. First try on this visit to the line, and she's 3 for 3 on the night.
Coraline Lucas coming in for Lily Critchlow now.
Caroline played late in that second quarter, but 4 for 4 now. Aaliyah, and back under 20. Can the Lady Tigers get something going?
And Natalie Tabor, the senior's out. Isabel Grimes is in. Haven't seen her in quite a bit.
Here's Caroline Lucas guarding the ball. She is quick. Worth. And looks to drag this one out until the final moments, perhaps. Tapped away by Isabel. Isabel swarming here. And a foul going to be called. Either that one going against Skylar it was.
Very aggressive defender that Skylar Tucker is.
And she can cause a lot of problems for opposition. I know she was getting in a little bit of a scruff, I believe it was, with, I believe it was Kemp in that first half.
Natalie Henning is in.
Here's Worth getting it in. She has it again in her hands.
Hope in the corner.
Final 5 seconds. Out to Worth. Last shot of the quarter.
Risley, the three.
And she got it off, but it's no good. And the Lady Tigers trail now by 18 after the third quarter action, 46-28. The Lady Colonels looking strong, as we're going to send you over now to our sponsors.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor, and that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you, and online at wrightimp.com.
We're going to go ahead and welcome you back here to the final quarter of action here. And Cameron, what are we seeing so far?
We're seeing threes. That's
we
what
are seeing a lot of threes.
Lots of threes going up. No, but Breckinridge County thought they were going to make a good push at the beginning of the third quarter, but they went down quite a bit.
Showed signs at the beginning and showed signs at the end, but here they are trailing by 18, trailed by 11 at the break.
What they need to work on is definitely their turnovers. They had way too many that third quarter as Cassie McDaniel's going to go down on the drive.
And it's in the hands of Worth now, who gets it to Hope. Takes it with her left. Drags it back out to Worth here.
Worth gets it to Kemp.
We know all of them completely deadly from beyond the arc.
Worth finds Hubbard.
Forcing Hubbard all the way out beyond the three-point line. Hubbard yet to shoot a 3 this year, but she's able to get inside and finish a nice bucket off the backboard there.
Tiger defense down the paint left her wide open.
And Cassidy here working now against a 20-point lead again from Henderson County. Cassidy looking, finds Aaliyah, drags it left, puts it up, no good. Into the hands of Hubbard, and looks like it was Hope and Sydney there that went down. But it's going to make its way into the hands of Worth, guarded by Isabel here on the right side. Strong pick there coming
from Spalding.
And here's Hope, no good, rebounded by Aaliyah.
Isabel Grimes now driving quickly.
Need to get something going offensively.
Nice pass out to Cassie McDaniel. Floater, doesn't get it though.
And back into the hands here of Hope, the ultimate threat. Kemp here takes it right, puts it up, and no good. Aaliyah with another rebound. And this game going back and forth right now. Sydney's going to try her first 3 of the game. No good.
And Worth is going to get the rebound. Driving now. Henderson County looking to get something.
Took this one all the way back out, and Hope wide open.
Can't do that with her.
As easy as it gets for her. Knocks down another 3.
Definitely a very exciting player to watch.
Certainly an exciting team overall.
Yes, yes. Kemp and Worth, and quite the trio they got going on.
Arguably the toughest team the Lady Tigers are going to face all
and
year.
Worth gets the steal on Cassie McDaniels and gets the layup. Another reckless turnover by Breckinridge County.
And that pushes this lead up to 25, the largest of the night. The Lady Tigers just completely stagnant offensively in the second half. And it's been something we've seen a lot of, but against this team particularly, it's going to show.
Yeah, they definitely know how to use your weaknesses against you, and they've pummeled the Lady Tigers thoroughly. They've got them down, heads hung low, and it doesn't look like they're going to get their heads up anymore for the rest of this game based on how they played so far.
So far in the second half, the Lady Tigers have scored 9 points. Henderson County up to 23 now. So certainly well on pace to break that 60-point mark we were talking about.
Yes. And like you said, Breckinridge County does not win against teams that score 60-plus.
The Lady Tigers have won on defense this year. And whether it be steals, whether it be keeping teams to low percentages, fighting for rebounds. But these last couple of games, we haven't seen that same bunch of ingredients.
No, we have not. As Isabel Grimes has it now. Yeah, generally speaking, over the course of the couple of years, Breckinridge County Lady Tigers, they're not known for when it's close to tournament season playing as strong. As Skylar gets the save to her sister Sydney, drives up, gets fouled.
And that will send, as you said, Sydney to the line. She'll be shooting to 52% on the year. Her sister Skylar did hit her first 2 on the night earlier on in the game.
She makes the first.
And the Lady Tigers have done well from the free throw line tonight, but just has not translated to the scoreboard.
Hasn't helped them overall. And she misses this one, though.
11 for 14 from the line tonight following that miss. Inside, quickly, Spalding with a finish.
Henderson County not breaking whatsoever. They're trying to pummel Breckinridge County to the ground.
And that foul coming against Skylar there. They're going to send Spalding to the line. Chance to add another one for Henderson County. No good. 50% on the year exactly.
Aaliyah Mucker, quick rebound into a break.
Drags it out to Sydney here. Back to Aaliyah.
Guarded by Spalding. Gets it to Skylar Tucker. Natalie Tabor now on the wing.
Natalie looking, drives it, but forced to drag it out. We've seen that so many times. Nothing inside. Isabel here. Right side takes it left. And she's going to get a chance, but forced to kick it back out. Skylar, a triple, knocks it down. And a big 3 there from Skylar. But maybe too little too late from the Lady Tigers.
Down by 23.
And Skylar definitely still fighting, though. We know that she will fight till the very death. And we just saw it in the JV game.
Yes, we did. As Breckinridge County gets its 4th foul. And just over 4 minutes to go in this game. Tigers down by 23. Hope a corner 3. Doesn't get it. Rebound by Aaliyah Mucker. Fast break now to Skylar Tucker on the wing. Isabel Grimes now. Bouncing it around. Aaliyah.
Long 2 on the way. It's good. And Aaliyah, she's knocked down some shots, but it's been all Aaliyah and all Skylar in the second half. And unfortunately, that's not been enough.
And it's almost too late for them to start doing this as Spalding gets an and one.
And the Lady Tigers in this press just getting absolutely shredded.
I think it's time for the press to ease back down a bit. As Lily Critchlow is going to be coming in for Aaliyah Mucker.
Spalding missed her last one. 50% on the year, 31 for 61, or 30 for 61 now. And knocks that one down. 31 for 62 on the year. And here's Isabel to take it across the timeline. Top of the key. Another turnover. But, wow. Skylar with quite the fight there.
That's all they want to do right now, try to get the ball in some way that they can.
Another foul called, but Skylar really has brought a lot of energy to this game and definitely cannot put her at fault for the score line.
No. Long pass out to Spalding.
Spalding's going to pull up over Lily. No good. Aaliyah with another rebound into the hands of Isabel now. Drives it in. Throws this one up in. Nice finish there from Isabel. And Henderson County with the ball once again.
Spalding now. Hope.
We've seen her knock down so many tonight.
Hubbard in the corner finds Worth. Gets it to Kemp.
Kemp on the left side, guarded by Sydney. Drags it back out. Nearly a turnover here.
Aaliyah Mucker quick on the reflexes.
And it's into the hands of a confident Emily Hope. Pick from Hubbard there. And Sydney able to knock it away. Aaliyah nearly gets the steal on Spalding. Into the hands now of Kemp. Back out to Hope. Drives it in. Kicks it out. And just slowing things down. Spalding just hands it off to Kemp. Hubbard.
Almost loses it.
And Sydney quickly swarming her, but
going to be fouled by Isabel Grimes.
Number 11, Isabel Grimes, her first, team 7th. Lauren Hubbard, the line for Henderson County.
Archangel County down by 22.
This will be just their second home loss on the year. Last home loss was back in early 2019 against, I believe it was Bowling Green.
And starting lineup essentially is still in for Henderson County with 2 minutes 30 seconds to go.
Pretty much only difference we see Hubbard in there right now.
Yeah, for Risley.
Risley, we saw her knock down her fair share. Unlimited options for this team, and they can wear you out with them.
Nellie Tabor.
Right side to Cassidy. Who's going to take it in with her left. Kicked out to Natalie. Another triple. This one well right. And it's going to be tapped out of bounds off the hands of Lily Critchlow there.
Entering the Henderson County lineup, number 25, Carla Dixon.
Spalding is going to be coming out.
And some applause there from these Henderson County fans who have certainly outnumbered some of the Breckenridge County support we've seen today. Isabel trying to knock that one away from Kemp.
Kemp now with the ball, and they're just going to slow it down with 2 minutes to go. As Aaliyah Mucker almost got the steal, but there is a foul called. Going to be on Aaliyah Mucker.
Breckenridge number 22, Aaliyah Mucker.
Breckenridge County has 8 fouls now.
This is going to send
Veal, and this will be Toombs as well.
Kemp at the line, 3 for 3 on the night.
And also number 5, Amari Carter. A little bit of confusion right now.
And not sure she knew there were 4 on the court, but nonetheless, Kemp with no problem there. Somehow a 58% free throw shooter on the year.
And doesn't get it.
Just doesn't get the friendly roll there, but she's still 4 for 5 on the night. Aaliyah drives it all the way in, throws it up, no good. Rebounded here into the hands of Toombs. Kemp drags it all the way down. A foul on Isabel.
Draws the foul there.
And that'll be the 9th going against the Lady Tigers, and that's going to send Kemp right back to the line.
Team at 9. Caitlin Kemp at the line for Henderson County, shooting 1 in a bonus.
And she gets the first free throw, as Sydney Tucker is going to be coming in for Lily Critchlow.
Sydney Tucker.
Try to draw this point differential as small as they can in the remaining 1 minute 40 seconds.
And she knocks down both there, and she comes out of the game as it is.
Jerry Thomas coming in.
Yuri Thomas into the game.
Isabel Grimes now with the ball.
Isabel working against a much larger Veal here. And regardless of size, though, this team will not let you get any space. As Isabel cuts it to 24 now on that finish inside.
Nellie Tabor.
Veal gives it to Carter.
Veal, nice pass.
Veal goes up. Veal puts it in.
Breckenridge County moving quickly now. 1 minute to go. Isabel gets the and one.
And Isabel going to take her second trip to the line tonight. Just trying to stretch this game now.
Now 24 differential.
And it's been a better fourth quarter, but my goodness, third quarter was...
That was something else.
It was definitely took its toll on the Lady Tigers. With about a minute to go now. This will move the Lady Tigers to 19-8 for this term, while Henderson County going to be advancing to their 14th straight win as they get straight into their district tournament. And that is some momentum to be going into with.
This is a very impressive team. Isabel Grimes doesn't get the three. Rebounded by Sydney Tucker, though. Gets it to Natalie, who pulls up a three.
And nothing falling right now for any of the starters, really, for the Lady Tigers.
It's going to be a jump ball, Henderson County.
And with about 35 seconds left, you would imagine this is just about going to wrap it up.
As Henderson County's going to keep it slow. Veal.
Veal here.
Nice ball movement. Thomas gets it.
And another easy finish, though, for this Henderson County team. About 15 seconds ago, Isabel going to be dragged to the ground, and she's going to the line again.
You know, all is said and done, they might have lost by 25, but this is a really good diversity or adversity for Breckenridge County going into their next couple games for third region tournament as Cassie McDaniel makes a three.
Big triple from Cassidy there. But yeah, as you mentioned, the Lady Tigers, big matchup tonight. Played better than we've seen them play despite the scoreline. Just played a really good team.
Yes, they did.
Ran into an unstoppable force, really. And that will wrap things up, however, as the Lady Colonels move to their 14th straight win. They'll be heading into their district tournament next week, while the Lady Tigers now moving back into the loss category as they've lost, I believe, 5 out of their last 8, or 5 out of the last 7 now. But that will wrap things up here from Breck Live. I'm John Smith, joined with Cameron Shaw, and that's going to be it from us.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor, and that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you, and online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
Here at Breck Live, we have space for commercials. This ad could have been yours.
But instead, you can watch us eat for the remaining time of this commercial.
Middle. Aubrey with another
again.
touch. She's going to have one-on-one.
Aubrey
And she has her double!
QB can't get it off, and he's taken down by Trenton Brown. Trenton Brown, the savior out here.
Get it over. Keeps it alive. Madison Thompson with the set. Tested with the spike.
Isabel thinks about it. And she's going to take a hit. No problem. What a find.